sharing of information every day, you are already engaged in the practice of content creation. Are we together? So we might not have the foreknowledge, but at least in one way or the other, you are engaging in what we call content creation because you involve yourself in sharing of information, you interact with information. I know Daddy was saying something the other time that how many of us are on Instagram? In as much as you are on Instagram, you are on social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, you are in one way or the other interacting with information. So in one way or the other, every one of us is into content creation. So content basically, just like I said, is about information sharing. Is about information sharing. All right, so what is content creation now? I said that content creation is therefore the act of producing and sharing of information or media content to a specific audience, which can be expressed through different means, such as speech, writing, images, videos, and different forms of arts for the purpose of self-expression, communication, marketing, distribution, and publication. And let me use social media because I know that in one way or the other, some of us might have been learning content creation, and when you hear them mention content creators, I know that one of the things that come to your mind is videos, visuals. I'm sure if I ask many of you, mention few content creators, you know, especially at least we have virtually many youths in this place, you'll be able to identify with one or two content creators you know. We have many skit makers, comedians. You might be able to mention them. They are all content creators. But, of course, I need you to know that content creation is not only limited to visuals. Are we together? Visual is just one aspect of content creation. And just like I said, that it has to do with content creation can be expressed through speech. It can be expressed through writing. Telling you that visual is just one aspect of it. There's a place of you engaging in writing. If you are a writer here, or you are an aspiring writer, you are also a content creator. If you are into writing or an aspiring writer, you are also a content creator. In fact, let me use someone to make it practical, someone that we all can see presently as we are sitting here. This brother with this camera is a content creator. Yes. Because what he's doing presently is a visual. He's covering a video. And what he's doing can be packaged into a content and put out there as an information for people to interact with. People who are not in this meeting now can get to know everything you have done in this place if he can package those visuals he has been able to put together, those visual images, and then put it out as a content for people to see. So, in one way or the other, he's also a content creator. If you are here, if you are into photography as well, you are a content creator. If you are into graphics design, just like Mommy take us a session on that, you are into content creation. So content creation is not only limited to visual, just like I said, it can be expressed through speech, through writing, through images, through videos, and different forms of art. And majorly, why do we do content? Why do we do content creations? Majorly, just like I said, for self-expression and communication. Don't forget our definition. It is about information, what? Sharing. So, because you want to share an information, you want to express yourself, you want to share an experience with people, which can be through speech. If you are very talented in speaking, you can convert that potential into a content. If you are very talented or skilled in writing, you can convert that into a content, and then from it pass an information to people. So, self-expression, communication are part of why we do content. Marketing if you are a business owner in this place, you need content creation. You need content creation. In fact, everybody needs content creation. Everybody that does one or two things need content creation. If you are a business owner particularly, you need content for marketing. You know, we were taught social media, digital marketing the other time. I will tell you some of the, maybe in the course of my discussion, I will touch some areas where digital marketing is relevant to you as a content creator and graphics design as well. Are we together? So you virtually need content creation if you are into business, because we are now in a digital age. Everything has gone digital. Gone are those days where you have to go to use newspaper to advertise whatever you are doing. People can get to see your business now just by putting out a digital content. Are we together? So you need content creation if you are into business for marketing, distributions as well, publications. Today we have, how many of us have read newspaper this week? I think the brother that taught us digital marketing asked us that question. You have read newspaper this week, okay, this month, this year. But I'm sure, okay, we have our mommy newspaper, okay, this year or this month. Yesterday, okay, good. We have just one person. I missed many of us that is seated here. But if I ask you that, have you read news or you've interacted with news? Yes or no? Yes, because, and I'm sure that you were able to interact with that news through a what? Digital means. And that particular medium by which you interact with that news was through a content. A digital content was put out by a media house to share an information to you. Are we together? So, today, because of digital involvement, content creation has become something that is very important in every day-to-day activities of every human being. In fact, what we eat, what we consume now is squarely content creation. Because literally everybody wants to stress themselves again. You can just sit in your house and order whatever you want to eat. You can just sit in your house and order whatever you want to eat. He was talking about Temu the other time. Through Temu now you can buy many things without leaving your house, and they will deliver to you. That advertisement, that particular advertisement you saw online that you engage with is a content that you are interacting with. That image, that video, that write-up, that article that you are interacting with is a content that those companies are putting out for you, and then through it, they are marketing their goods to you, and you can buy whatever they are selling. The same way, if you are a business owner, you can package your goods together, either in writings, through graphical images, through videos. You can put it out, and then people can buy whatever you are selling. People can engage whatever information you have for them. So content creation is something that every one of us virtually interacts with every day. All right, so let's talk about the impact of content creation in our society. The impact of content creation in our society. Here I have just 4 points. First of all, I said revolution of information sharing. That is one of the things that content creation has done to us now. Because of digital involvement, there is now a revolution in information sharing. Just like I said, you don't have to go to radio house again. You don't have to read newspaper again before you engage with content. Through digital content, you can engage with informations, with news. Are we together? And that is one of the impacts, one of the influence of content creation in our society. Secondly, social impact and influence. Today, through content creation, people have, in one way or the other, impact others. Let me take some of our celebrities, for example. Today, we have many youth who want to be like many of those celebrities. If I ask many of the young guys there, I'm sure in one way or the other, you have your favorite. I mean, the celebrity, either movie makers, musicians, and many of them like that. You have your favorites. What you are interacting with is content. What they are putting out for you that is impacting you and make you feel like being like them is a content. There is a part of their life they decide to share, package together as a content and put out there for you. And then as you engage and interact with it, they are indirectly or directly having an impact on your life. So today, through content creation, you can shape people's mindset. You can shape people's attitude. You can promote whatever you are doing to them. You can have an impact. You can educate people. You can package skills together. For those of us who are in one, you have one skill or the other, you can put up different content together, different information about that skills together, and educate people through it. And that's become a content that people interact with. Many of us on YouTube, you watch videos, tutorials. I literally learn graphics design using video tutorials. I did not, anyway, I've attended physical classes, but beyond what I can be taught in physical classes, I have been able to build myself engaging with visual content, educative content about graphics design. And that is how I've learned graphics design. Today, as a filmmaker, I major in some other areas. I don't want to go, which I will still touch. I'm a videographer, I'm a cinematographer. I learn it using tutorials on YouTube, video content. Some people put those educative content together, and I learned from it. And now, I'm not only, as I'm interacting with it, they are also making their money. Because each of every videos you click on YouTube becomes a money for every monetized channel on YouTube. Each of every click on any content you engage with on Facebook, Instagram, becomes a money for those that are monetized, who have monetized their content. Are we together? So you can, if you decide to pick a career in the field of content creation, you can as well make your money putting out educative content, shaping people's life, educating people. And then from there, you can as well impact and influence others. Also, social connection and engagement. Today, many people who don't know themselves connect with themselves on social media. There are many people today that are my friends that we met on social media just because I'm a content creator. Just from they fall in love with what I'm doing, because content creation is community building. You are building a community. You are building a community of people who love what you are doing. And from there, you begin to connect together. So there are many people that I have met outside social media, but we met on social media because of content that I'm putting out for them to see. So in one way or the other, content creation has influenced social connection and engagement today. People can easily connect, people can easily engage with themselves today just because of content creation. And then we have collaboration and networking. There are many people that meet and collaborate today because of content creation. There are many people who make themselves engage with other people's content, and then they feel, I love what this person is doing. It's in line with what I have in mind. Can we just collaborate together and do something together? So content creation in one way or the other have helped collaboration. It has increased collaboration and networking. So if you take content creation very serious, it can be of advantage in getting collaboration, in collaborating with others, in connecting with others. Are we together? All right, let's move to the next phase. I'm wrapping up already. Let's talk about different fields of content creation. Different fields of creative fields of content creation. First of all, we have audio content. I decided to categorize it. And under audio content, we have podcasts, audiobooks. Today, many of us literally engage with different podcasts. Abina, there is even one popular one, Honest Bunch. Abina is a podcast, and we all engage with it. That's one person's content that you are engaging with. We also have audiobooks. You can package audiobooks together and put it out as a content. We have social media content like posts, your stories, your live streams. So you can put out your posts your every day-to-day post on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on WhatsApp is a content. Is a content. Your stories, those things you post on your Facebook stories, they are content. Live streams. Some of you watch live streams on Instagrams. In fact, we are on live. That's a content. Some people will be interacting with this particular session now through this live, and they are engaging with a content. Are we together? So you can decide to take live stream as a content. For example, Daddy Freeze, okay, permit me to mention his name. Daddy Freeze majorly make content using live stream. He does not do I think it was just of recent, maybe this year, that he started putting out pre-recorded videos. Most of his content are always live. You always go live to share any information, to interact. And that's a content. Many of us streams whatever he's doing. And that's a content. Okay, next slide. Okay, we have email content also. Newsletter, promotional emails, drip. For those of you that you are into email, I think the brother did digital marketing talked about email marketing. Yes. Under email marketing, some of those promotional emails are content. If you are into email marketing, by the time you go into the depth of the training, you will understand very well. So those newsletters you receive, those drip campaigns that you receive on your phone, they are content. They are content. And also we have user-generated content like reviews, testimonies, social media mentions. Those of you in business, some of those customers review. Your clients review. I love what you are selling. I've gotten my goods. I love it. You can package it together and put it out. It's a content. Testimonials, they are content. Social mentions, they are content. So these are different areas of content creation field that we have. So you can decide to go into any of this field. You can decide to pick visual. Please go back. You can decide to pick audio content. Go back, please. Go back. Okay, you can decide to pick content writing. Sorry, please, you skip that. Content writing. We have blogs. A blog is a content. And I know many of us in one way or the other engage with blogs. If you read news on social media, you are engaging with blogs. Some of you know this popular blog, Instablog. Instablog, even some of our media houses like Punch News, Vanguard, they put out blogs. They are content. We have articles. If you are a writer, and I'm still going to talk about skills you might have to pick up. Because if you want to pick a career in some of these fields, there are skills you will have to pick up. For example, if you want to go into content writing now, you will need copywriting. You will need copywriting. You have to learn copywriting so that you can develop your writing skill to go into content writing, blogging, either articles. You can put out stories. There are some of those movies you watch that those writers got the contract to write those movies just from their content that those film producers saw online. There is this particular, I major in gospel filmmaking. There's this popular lady in Christian filmmaking, Josephine. I don't know if you know her. Her name is Josephine. Now, Josephine is a writer. And I think he has written for Kayode Babalola, Ismail Gao. Kayode Babalola has engaged Josephine at least 1 or 2 movies. He has been able to write for him. And how was he able to know Josephine? Was through Josephine writing content on Facebook. So if you have a writing skills, you can monetize that skill. It's an opportunity for you to make money. You can make it a skill. You can pick career in content writing, put out some of your stories on Facebook, on Twitter. Because Twitter do more. Maybe when we get into the deep of the training, because I will tell you, if you want to use social media, some of the social media platforms that will aid whatever field you want to pick. For those that are into visuals, like videography and the likes, Instagram will help you more. Facebook will help you more. For social media now. For social media, there are other platforms you can use. So for content writing, You will do a lot there. Then visual content, just like I've said, image and graphics. For those in graphics design now, if you want to go into visual content creation, if you are into videography, photography, you can package those pictures you are taking and make it a content and make money from it. Just put it together. Okay. There are many apps you can use on your phone to even put those content together and make it a visual content and then put it on social media. And once your social media handles become monetized, you get paid for those contents that you are putting out. Because in as much as people are engaging with your content, you are paid for it. We have infographics as well. So all these are fields of content creation that any of us can decide to pick career in them. All right, so let's move to the next phase. Okay, let me just talk about process of content creation. You can skip to the last part because of my time. Let me talk about process of content creation. Number one is generating of ideas. Now, if you want to go into content creation, you will need an idea. Idea is what we sell in content creation. You need to have an idea of what. All right. You need to have an idea of what you want to put out for people. You need to have an idea of what you want to do. So, generating of idea is first and foremost for every content creator. Then planning and preparation phase. For example, those of us, if you want to go into visual content creation, which is one of my own field, my major field in content creation, visual content creation, you need to prepare scripting of your idea, putting your script into a story or a script or a screenplay, and then getting your equipment together, your camera, either your phone camera or your digital cameras, put them together, prepare, putting everything together to prepare for your shoot. Hello, are we together? And then the third phase is creating or production stage, which is where you now do your shooting. The shooting or the creating. For those of us that are into writing, your creation aspect is that time you spend writing, typing your stories. That time you spend editing your stories. And which there are different softwares you can use to write. We'll go into that later. Then distribution to target audience. This is where digital marketing comes in. I don't want to go into details because someone has taken that for us. Distribution to target audience. Because every content has an audience for it. We have many informations virtually online. And I can tell you, not everybody needs every information that are online. So you need to know your audience. Who are those that you want to target? And that's where digital marketing comes in. Because digital marketing can help you to get your target audience, to get your content to the right people that need that kind of content. We can't go too much, but I think I should just, because my assignment here is just do an awareness about content creation. And then maybe when we want to have a proper training, we can now delve deeper, especially if you want to go into visual content creation. Then me and you, we have a business together. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. We're very grateful. I'd like us to just thank him for appetizing us. It's just an appetizer on content creation. The reason why I involved him in this is because a lot of our young ones today are not maximizing what they have in their hand for money making. Instead, they'll be doing some social, all social things that doesn't bring any money at all. And they're wasting their data, wasting their time, where the smart ones are using that same method to make money. And the most painful thing is that by the time they now need money, they now go to the wrong person. who will now offer them a condition. And that condition might involve you trading some things you don't want to trade. So which is why I'm saying now, if the people in the world are smart to use this same social media to get money for themselves, why are we not also smart enough to use the same social media to provide funds for ourselves? So I'm challenging you now to think about it. It's either if you want to do content creation or any graphic design, anything, I would suggest, see any of them before you leave. And once you see them, drop your name. Because I'm not going to come directly to you. I will speak to them later. And it's the feedback they give me that will determine the next race. Now, I'm not limiting it to digital marketing, content creation, even craftiness. That is, if you are doing something with your hands, it's also part of it. You can be a tailor. Is there any tailor, fashion designer here? You are a fashion designer. Are you free or you are still learning? I can't hear you. You are still learning. How long have you started? How long? 2 years. Okay. So who is into like shoemaking? Who is into furniture making? Furniture making. Thank you. Who is into some other types of crafts that you know that at the end of the day, my brother here is into transport, bicycle transport. Catering. So we try to identify what you are into. And it's easier to deal with those things that you are into now than changing your entirety. Because you spend some time on that. So why don't you develop that? So please see us after the event. See what we can work together and then how we can improve your skills. I would like to thank all the speakers who have spoken and our Father in the Lord. He has been so patient with us. He's been here. He's a busy man, but he's taking time to sit here as a father to also see what we are doing. I will round up this event today with a popular topic which all of you want to listen to. It's called Jakpa. Jakpa. And I think that's the Nigerian language of traveling abroad. It's the in thing, everybody wants to travel abroad. I was earlier speaking to some people, sir, and I was asking them, why do you want to travel out? Some said because of money, they want to go and make money. Some said education. Some said they want to improve themselves. And I asked them, do you understand the financial implication? Some said they do, some they don't. Okay, do you know like how much do you think you will spend to travel abroad? Some said 4 million, 6 million, 10 million. If I have 10 million now, I'm not going anywhere. I'm telling you. And I'll tell you why. If I invest that 10 million in a business and I'm due diligent, I will make the money that will take me out. And I'll still have the investment. That's the truth. But if you risk your 10 million, you don't have the investment anymore. And the jackpot also fails. You are now frustrated. Now, let's look at the goods and the bad of jackpot. Many Nigerians, especially the young ones, want to travel overseas. Now, this is the picture they are painting to everybody. That when you get abroad, within a week or two, there is job for you to do. Just make sure you can work. The moment you can work, you will make your money. Once you make your money, you will just hit a mine. That is this. Am I lying? No, please, am I lying? The simple logic is, come to either UK, US, Canada, whatever, spend 1 month, you get a jet job, make sure you do 9 to 5, make sure you work back to back. Guys, It is absolute lies. I'm telling you. It's absolute lies.